Girls, previous class what we have seen about what are all the recent trends in marketing, how the consumer satisfaction, and about how the consumer is having the relationship between the transaction thinking to relationship builder, and also about the e-commerce and e-business, everything we have seen. Let us recap the last chapter. E-commerce, e-business includes e-commerce also, because both are interchangeable, isn't it? So e-commerce need only internet. E-commerce need what? Internet alone is enough. By using the internet, via internet we can use the web page, and through the web page we can place the order. Whereas, so that it is called as a narrow scope. Its scope is very narrow. The scope of e-commerce is very narrow. Whereas in the case of e-business, we need internet to connect globally, global communication network, and also we need intranet. Intranet means it is local communication network to communicate with the local people. For that we need intranet. And also globally we can communicate through internet, and through intranet we can communicate with the local. So a global communication computer network providing a variety of information to communicating facilities, that is called internet. Intranet means it is a local and also restricted communication network, especially a private network created using what? The worldwide software. So it is a private network using the worldwide web page software. We need software. What are all the software? We have seen already ERP and CRM. So ECRM, electronic based communication customer relationship. So extranet also we need. What is meant by extranet? This is also a kind of network to connect with the supplier, to connect with the vendor, partners, and from one business to other business. Already we have seen the business to business, isn't it? So this is the scope, and also what is meant by internet and what is meant by intranet, and other terms also we have seen. Now in this class we are going to discuss about the electronic marketing, e-marketing, and what are all the advantages of e-marketing, and also what are all the differences between the electronic marketing and also traditional marketing we are going to learn, and also we are going to learn e-tailing. So these are all the chapter, and about the varieties of marketing, types of marketing also we are going to learn in this today's class. Let us know about the electronic marketing. So what is meant by electronic marketing? Electronic marketing means, e-marketing means electronic marketing, like e-business, e-commerce. This is also called as connecting through the electronic devices. That is called what? Electronic marketing, or we call it as a e-marketing. So e-marketing, it is a process of marketing the product, not only the product and also the services, through the internet and also telecommunication. So what is that? What it includes? It includes us by using this also what we need through internet, isn't it? So through internet I can what are all the possibilities are there? For all the activities I can do. What? I want to advertise my product. So I can advertise. Through internet I can advertise the product, my product. And also I can promotion of I can publicity my channel, isn't it? So promotion, publicity. So I can promote the product to all the places, and I can do the publicity. And also I can have the connection between the channels of distribution. Channels of distribution means I can connect with the wholesaler, I can connect with the manufacturer, and I can connect with the customer. So this is called channels of distribution. So this is also possible in the case of e-marketing through internet. So marketing research is find out the customers' need and also wants. Everything is find out by the use of internet. So electronic marketing is interchangeably used to what are all the use? Already we have seen, isn't it? So what all the supermarkets are doing? All the supermarkets are doing any new product, if it comes means what they are doing, they are keeping it as a status. So the new product is available. Immediately they are spreading through what? WhatsApp, email, internet, everything, Twitter. So many websites are there to contact the people, to promote the product and to give the publicity, and also we can connect the wholesaler, manufacturer and customer. So it is very easy to know the need and want of the customer. Need and want of the customer. Next one is e-marketing. That is we call it as a interchangeably it is used in other name how to call online marketing. Online marketing. And next, what are all the names for another new names for web marketing? Isn't it? So next one is internet marketing. See, from here I can sit and I can place the order for vegetable cutter. I can place the order for new things. Everything is available. This is called, other name we call it as a digital marketing. So these are all the other names of e-marketing. So the e-marketing is given by the definition. What is the concept of the definition is to achieving a market objectives through information technology. What is the objectives of the market? What is the goal? It want to reach the consumer. So through the information technology, what are all the information technology we are using? Internet, email, and also next one is wireless connection, and then email. Next one, media, through any media, and also electronic. Through this, what we are doing? Electronic customer relationship management. How we have connected? We have electronically we are conducting the classes, isn't it? Like the same way, electronically all the customer they will connect and they will do the business. That's all. So this is the one of the objectives of the e-marketing. So the definition to achieve what is the goal? To achieve the consumer. So the marketing place. The e-marketing, through e-marketing we can earn more profit because lot of websites are there. See, any one or two websites means okay. So many websites are there, so many emails and also medias and also wireless connection. Through this electronic customer relationship management, we can connect lot of peoples and the message can spread to one area to another area very easily. So this is the definition, this is the meaning of the definition. Now let us see the objectives of the e-marketing. What is the objective? First one is expansion of market share. See, the message is reaching very fast. So it will expand. I can expand the market very broad. Within a short span of time, I can expand the market. And the next one is, it is very easy for me to promote my product without any advertisement expenses. So without any sales promotion, otherwise if I am doing the marketing job manually, I have to do lot of advertisement expenses, promotional sales promotion expenses, I have to give lot of offer, I have to give lot of free product. So these are all the things, it is here everything we can avoid. So it is a reduction of distribution and promotional expenses. So reduction of advertisement, we can see other name, we call it as a reduction of advertisement expenses. See, we should not spend a lot of money for advertisement in the e-marketing, and also we can achieve higher brand awareness. See, we can achieve the brand, we can give our brand product is very quality product. So I can bring the standard of the product through the e-marketing. So people will give the ranking, isn't it? So that my product will be the higher brand. So people have the awareness to buy the particular product. Higher brand awareness. Because people will use all the product and then they can come to know this particular product is very nice to use. It is very cheap and best. So that what I will do, I will strengthen in the database. So when I am giving the very good product, quality product with cheaper rate, what automatically will come? Already I am having the market, but I want to strengthen the base. So it will strengthen the database. So that we can collect lot of consumer. So how the types of market we are going to see. Through the types of market, how we are going to spread the marketing, how to spread about the product, how to say about the product, everything we are going to see through the types of marketing. Then next one is advantages of marketing we are going to learn. Advantages and also disadvantages. Now let us know the e-marketing advantages and also disadvantages. First let us see the advantages. See, through this e-marketing, what are all the first advantages? Whenever we need, at any time we can use the website and we can place the order. So at any time we can market. At any time we can purchase the product. At any time. It is called anytime market. So all the 24 hours, midnight we want to purchase anything else means we can place the order. So 24 hours, all the 24 hours in all the 7 days. The 24 into 7 means that is the meaning. All the 24 hours, throughout the 24 hours the market is available. So even though in a traditional market there is a Sunday means any of the marketplace will be holiday, isn't it? So in this online market, e-marketing, there is no holiday, that all the 7 days it is available. So customer can shop or order the product at any time from anywhere. We can we were in the rural area, in a small village, we can place the order a very good, very technological product. So that is possible in the e-marketing. That is one of the advantages. Now let us see next advantages. If through this there is a direct contact between the marketer and seller and the consumer, isn't it? So it is end user, last consumer is getting immediately there is a direct contact, so that the intermediary cost will be reduced. So the particular product is very cheaper rate, the cost of the commodity is very cheap rate, so that only all are purchasing in the online shopping. So it becomes, e-market becomes very cheap and best. We can get the best quality at the cheap price. So nobody can reject this market, isn't it? Everybody will prefer. So customer can buy whatever they want, what they need just by what want to do. Just we have to browse the various websites and we have to browse the various websites and we can purchase the product. So the only thing is we need internet facility unless and until it is not possible. So these are all the advantages. At any time we can market place the order and we can purchase the product, and whatever the product we are purchasing, that is very cheap and best, and what is needed we can purchase through various websites. If we don't want to satisfy with the Flipkart means we can move on to the Amazon. So if everything is not possible means we can move on to the Quikr. So lot of websites are there. We can browse and we can see all the websites, what are all the price rate and what are all the rankings they have given for each product. So 5 ranks, there is the product, how many people can use the product. Everything we can see through the e-marketing. This is the advantages. And a coin has a two sides, isn't it? So one is a tail and another is a head and tail. Like the same way, here also there is a disadvantages. Like how there is advantages are there, the same thing disadvantages also. It's quite, it is often it will come, isn't it? So disadvantages is, first one thing, it is very costly. High cost we have to give. What are all the things want to spend? We have to spend a lot of amount to design the website. To design the website we have to give money, and then we have to purchase the software. The software and hardware cost very much. So cost of the software and hardware we have to spend a lot of money. Then maintenance of a business site. So all these we have to maintain their site, various websites. So everything where it will bear all the cost. All the cost is, they will include all the cost in the product only. So all it will include in the factors of the product. So the product price will be higher. So the cost will be included in the whatever the expenses, the cost of the expenses will be included in the product. So the product cost is very high. Then number of consumers, isn't it? Because e-marketing, there is a number of consumers will come. So it is very hard to keep up the consumer. So it is very hard to update the information website of the consumer. So it is very hard to update the consumer. Then last one is many buyers. See, online marketing, we are not going to give the hard cash, isn't it? We are not going to give the liquid cash. Everything what we are going to, just we have to swipe the card. So many buyers are very much fear and they will suspicious about the security of the internet, because they will hesitate to use the debit card and the credit card. For using the card, see, most of the persons are being, they will be suspected, they will be very much afraid to use the debit card, because the fraudulent activities are happening through the so many we are come across about the hackings, isn't it? So fear of using card, fear of using the debit card and also the credit card. So many hackers are there. So these are all the reasons why they are hesitating to use the debit card, for fear of being, it is suspected to, because of the fraudulent activities. So this is the reason, this is the advantages and disadvantages. What are all the disadvantages? They have to spend more cost for design, software, hardware. So all the cost will be, they will put all the cost in the product, isn't it? So the product price is very high. then it is very hard to, number of consumer will be very more, so it is very hard to update the consumers data. Then next one, so many of them are afraid to say the PIN number, or they will be using the, they were not aware of the debit card and the credit card, isn't it? Because of fear of because of misusing, there are so many persons are misusing the debit card and the credit card. After we are using the card, it is easy to pay. Again they will pin our number and they can take the cash from our account. So these are all the fear, fraudulent activities there in the disadvantages of e-marketing. Now let us see what is the differences between the e-marketing and traditional marketing. Now let us see the differences between the e-marketing and also traditional marketing. Traditional marketing first one is e-marketing. Already we have discussed about the advantages. It is very economical, it is very easy, and also it is very faster way to promote the product, because everybody is nowadays all are having the Android phone. It is very easy to see the commodity product, isn't it? So it is very economical because the product is very cheap. So there is no intermediaries, there is no the middleman, the elimination of middleman. We can get more, we can get cheaper rate, that we have discussed it before with the advantages. Then next one, in traditional marketing we can see, compared to e-marketing, traditional marketing is very expensive because we have to see the place for that. So we have to transport the goods from one place to another. So transportation charges and also the accommodation charges, everything will be very expensive. Then next one, this is the first one. Second one, it is e-marketing is quite easier for promoting product globally in short time. Within 2 days, within a week, we can promote we can launch a new product through e-marketing. But in this case of traditional marketing, it is not at all possible. It is a time-consuming process because we have to do the sales promotion, we have to do the advertisement for the product or services under the traditional marketing. So in this case of e-marketing, it is quite easier. What is quite easier? The promoting of product is quite easier. We can promote new product, we can launch new product by using the, nowadays you can see lot of supermarket, they are using the new product as a status. So by the way of, these are all the kind of advertisement, this is a kind of attracting the people. Then it is very expensive, and also it is a time consuming process. Here within the short span of time we can spread the commodity. Here in this case it is a time consuming process and also it is very expensive. Expensive as well as time consuming process. Last but not least, so e-business, e-marketing enterprises, we can expand their operation in the minimum manpower. So here in this case, manpower is not necessary, isn't it? Because nothing is going, who is going to open, what is the need? We need the web page and also we need internet facility and we know how to browse everything. So we can expand our operation. Expand our operation. What operation? Business operation. Throughout the globally we can do the business through the e-marketing. Whereas in case of traditional marketing, we have to get license, so many process are there, lot of lengthy process, so we need more manpower. So here no manpower. Without any manpower we can do the work. Here we need more manpower. With the help of manpower only, traditional manpower is possible. More manpower is needed in the case of traditional marketing. Next one is here all the 24 hours into 7 days we can buy and sold the goods at a minimum manpower, isn't it? All throughout the days we can sell the goods and buy the goods at any time. Already we have discussed in the advantages. So all the 24 into 7 we can buy the goods and sell the goods with minimum manpower, whereas here it is not possible in the case of traditional marketing. It is not possible because Sunday means traditional marketing will be holiday. So in the virtual marketing it is easy to do the business economical. It is quite easier to promote the product. Within the short span of time we can promote the product, and also we can expand our business without the manpower. At any time we can buy and sell the product. Whereas in case of traditional marketing, it is very expensive and it will take more time to promote the product, and it is very expensive and time consuming product, time consuming process, and it needs more manpower. And also it is here all the 24 hours and also in all the 7 days it is not possible in the case of traditional marketing. This is the differences between the e-marketing and also traditional marketing. Next let us see about the e-tailing and different types of marketing. Now let us see e-tailing. What is meant by e-tailing? It is electronic tailing. Like the same way e-business, e-commerce we have studied now. Like the same way it is called as a electronic tailing. See, it refers to selling of goods and services through shopping website. How we will display the goods in the shop, isn't it? We will display, decorate, we will do lot of decoration in the doorsteps, we will display lot of new product in the real shop, isn't it? Like the same way, we are going to do the display in the virtual store. So, we are going to display through shopping website or through the virtual store to whom we are going to display? To the ultimate consumer. So, how we will display in the shop? Like the same way we are going to display the goods in the shopping website. In our website, we are going to highlight the features. We are going to highlight the features of our product, and also we are going to give the display the images, and also we are going to give the lucrative and attractive offers. Display the attractive offers, and also this product will be, we can get this product through courier. So we can purchase the product, we can order this product in the shopping website, means it will come to the consumer, it will reach the consumer through courier service. Nowadays all our online shoppings, what they are doing? We have to say the OTP number, one-time password, whatever, when we have ordered now, at that time they will give the OTP number. That number we should keep it safely, and that particular number we have to tell. The man who is bringing the product, what he will verify? Whether the particular product is ordered by that particular consumer. To confirm the consumer, he is getting the OTP number. So that this is business to consumer. E-tailing, how they are dealing? What is the business, how they are dealing in the business to consumer. So this e-tailing we call it as a e-retailing, electronic retailing. Monthly provisions we are getting, isn't it? These are all we can do through this electronic retailing. Then come to green marketing. See, green marketing, you know about this green marketing. What is meant by the word itself says it is an environment friendly product. They are going to deal only the environment friendly product, and it involves developing and promoting the product and services which satisfy the consumer wants and needs. For what? For the quality of the product. For the quality of the product and for the performance of the product. The product should be available in the affordable price. The people can afford to buy. So the price should not be very the cost will be in a cheaper price, and the convenience, it should not cause the harmful to the consumer. So without any damage we can use the product. So without any causing damage or impact in the environment. No damages, no causing, no damage. Sorry. So this market is also called as holistic market. This market we call it as a holistic market. Why we are telling this as a holistic market? This market, why we are telling this as a holistic market means because it refers, what is the implication? Implication of global warming, non-degradable waste, solid waste, and so what we are using? We are using the, without any, we have to use the, what is that? Using the sun-based, what is that? Without any Wipro bulbs only we have to use, isn't it? So, Starbucks company, a company name called Starbucks, they are producing the product and they are only concentrating on the, what is that? They are using only the, not using the electronic power, they are using only the solar power. So through solar power they are running the factory. So this is also called as a environmental friendly product. So by using the Wipro product, Wipro light, so it should not emit the it won't emit the carbon dioxide, isn't it? So it is very good for health. And also we have to use what is the cloth. We should not use the plastic bags. So we have to protect the environment. So the market is called as a environment market, ecological marketing and eco-friendly marketing, and also we call it as a eco-friendly marketing, and then ecological marketing, and also environmental marketing, and another name we call it as a sustainable market. It will be sustained. Why? How we can sustain in the market without giving any harm, without producing harmful product, we can sustain in the market. So this is the implication of the market condition. So this implies as the holistic market. So that we call it as a holistic market. We should not do anything to harm to the society and also environment. So nowadays consumers are beginning to recognize that competitions is in the market means in the marketplace should not be among the companies which harming the environment. So but among them they have to make to save the country, save the world, save the environment. So by using we have to use the cloth. Instead of carrying the carry bag, we have to use the cloth bags. And once Pothys has given Pothys has given the small plant, isn't it? Those who are buying the product, buying the dress, even each and every dress they have given the small plant, isn't it? So this is also called as a environmental marketing. So this is called as a green marketing. Now then come to the social marketing. Social marketing is also a new marketing tool. It gives the good to the society. Social marketing means what? Doing good to the society. So what is the aim of the social marketing? What is the aim of the social marketing? It is to do good to the society. Do good to society. This is the aim of the social marketing. So here it is the systematic application of marketing, philosophy and technological to achieve specific behavioral goals to ensure the social good. For example, you can see taking tobacco is a good. It spoils your avoid tobacco. So in all the tobacco, on the top of the tobacco packet itself, they have given avoid using tobacco, and also avoid using cigarette. No smoking in the public area. No smoking in the public area. And also these are all the social good, isn't it? And also wear seat belt. Wear seat belt. And also wear helmet. Wear helmet. So these are all the awareness, creating awareness to the consumer to do good for the society. By developing the society, automatically the quality of the life of the people will develop. So what is the aim of the social marketing? To avoid to act for the anti-toxic and also anti-drugs and also anti-pollution, anti-dowry, and also want to do the road safety and also protection of the girl child, and this is very important, protection of the girl child to getting abuse from any other person, protection of the girl child. So these are all the awareness creating by the social marketing. Through this, what is the advantages of this social marketing? Through this thing, what it is developing? See, this promotes the consumption of socially desirable products and develop the health consciousness. So how much health is important to lead a very hale and healthy life. So health is wealth. So for this thing, social marketing is giving a very good awareness to the society. So through this, it helps to eradicate social evils that affect the society and also quality of the life. So remaining marketing, let us see in the next class. Thank you, girls.